Dodgers down 2-0. Trea Turner at first base. An 0-2 count. Justin Turner at the plate. And he lines one to right field. That goes under the glove of Yastrzemski. And Austin Slater did a nice job backing him up. And that's what prevented Trea Turner from scoring from first. Now, a lot of people are upset at the fact that Trea Turner wasn't able to score. That would have made it a one-run game with 2 outs in the 8th inning. You had people questioning his heart, questioning his hustle. And the Giants broadcast, they questioned the fact that he even knew how many outs there were. Here, give a listen to the Giants broadcast where they said that Trea Turner forgot that there were 2 outs.
I mean, you wonder why Turner was even slowing down.
There's 2 outs. I mean, he's got to be going. I think he forgot how many outs there were.
He did.
Now, there's a couple ways you can look at this. You can look at it and say, hey, Trea Turner, he's clearly looking at Yastrzemski to see if he's going to make the play on the bounce. And if he does that, there's a chance that he could be thrown out at third. So Trea is being extra cautious because he doesn't want to be the 3rd out in the inning at third base. And the other way you can look at it is maybe he doesn't know there's 2 outs, and if he did, he'd be taking off no matter what. He's the 2nd fastest player in Major League Baseball, 30.3 feet per second. Yeah, Bobby Wood Jr. is first by just a tad, but we all know that Trea Turner is the most electric base runner in all of Major League Baseball. He's a player that if he knows it's going to bounce, he's for sure going to score from first. But I think the variable that makes this interesting is Trea Turner's speed, because you see him looking back here, and once he realizes that the ball had gotten under the glove of Yastrzemski, he's taking off for third. But this isn't full speed Trea Turner, and this full speed Trea Turner, where he's kicking it into gear, it's going to be a play at the plate no matter what. That is how fast he is. So I think that's kind of the big question with the fact that the Dodgers weren't scoring many runs. You might want to take some risks and see if you can score there. Maybe you have a bad throw. Maybe you get the run because of his speed. So let's say that Yaz does play that cleanly on the bounce and throws Trea Turner out at third, then Dodger fans are going to be infuriated as well. So really it was the safe base running move by him, because if he makes it on the bounce and he fields it cleanly, you have Dodgers set up with first and second and 2 outs instead of the inning ending. So it's just the fact that Yaz tried to dive for it. He doesn't make that play. And Austin Slater also did a nice job of backing him up as well. So if Slater didn't do as great of a job, maybe he scores no matter what, even though the bounce. But look, we're talking about Trea Turner. This guy has been one of the most consistent Dodgers, a guy that he has 70 infield hits last season. I mean, he's a guy that hustles day in and day out. You know that that's a part of his game. And there are some Dodger fans out there that have an issue with the fact that after the game he said, my run is not really that important. I don't know why this is a question, but it also would go on to say that he was held up by Dino Ebel and that he was watching the ball. So it's taken a little bit out of context there. It's not like he didn't care about the run being scored or anything like that. It wasn't a lack of effort thing by Trea Turner. He was just pointing out that he was running on the play and that he was looking at the ball out in the outfield, whether or not Yastrzemski was going to field it. So really when it comes down to it, yes, it wasn't overly aggressive base running. It wasn't super heads-up base running or anything like that. It was more cautious base running by one of the best base runners in the league in Trea Turner. So in response to Trea Turner, you can't say that run didn't mean anything. Look, if you cut it to 1, you only need 1 run to tie it, right? We saw Freddie Freeman hit that solo shot on Saturday. So you can't say that run was irrelevant, because that just puts more pressure on the Giants to finish this thing off. And then also when you consider how much this offense had been struggling this series, they go 2 for 24 with runners in scoring position. This team has now gone 4-9 in their last 13 games. So any momentum would have helped this team, but if you look at it, that's the play right there. Yes, you can't just assume that that's going to fall for even a single, let alone get under the glove of Yaz. So I understand the base running by Trea Turner. I don't fault him, and also you have to consider the fact that Dino Ebel was also holding him in that situation. So look, if you're the Giants, I don't think that it was a case where Trea Turner didn't know how many outs there were in the inning. I definitely disagree with that, but let me know down below in the comment section. What do you think? What are your thoughts on the play? Should Trea Turner have been on a dead sprint to home? Should he have scored on the play? Are the Giants broadcasters wrong for thinking that he didn't know how many outs there were in the inning? I want your takes down below. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For our latest Dodgers news, rumors, hype videos, breakdowns, interviews, and more all season long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.